All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Kakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS and rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers, and peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect out there, pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds. In the name of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners, whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashem Al Shai. Okay? And what I want to get into this morning, all right, another spirit in motion, as we out and about, moving around. And what I want to get into pretty much a response to a lesson done by the elder Zahab, the head of the camp down here in the Mississippi camp. And he was going into how the government of a prudent man, was well ordered, and I read, okay, the precept and expound in the spirit. This is Sirach 10:1, and it says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered, okay? The government of a prudent man is well ordered, all right? And how is that government ordered? By the law, statutes, and commandments, and the wisdom of Yahweh Bashem Al Shai. Because there's wisdom that even goes beyond the law, statutes, and commandments. And there's a lot of precepts that's not in the Torah, okay, that can help us in our day-to-day. Now, first off, a man is considered wise by the wisdom of Yahweh Bashem Al Shai, okay? And the government, all right, is what you call, the word govern means to rule, and mint means to mind, okay? So when we say a government can be a nation, okay? It can be an organization, all right? Or it can be your individual house. It's how you rule, okay, the mind, okay, of that establishment, man. And mainly we want to speak on the aspect of how, as men, the Lord, matter of fact, let's just get it, let the precept speak, and then we expound on it. All right, because you go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 46. All right, this is Isaiah 46, and I want to say this 8. Go out here by this water. All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 46, verse 8. It says, remember this and show yourselves men, bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. So when we repent, one of the things in this society, a lot of men, a lot of Jake grew up in those single mother households, man. And those single mother households, okay, really did damage to our development. We really, a lot of us, lacked, particular things within our development into becoming men, like those single mother households, what you had, women trying to do, some women, were sincerely trying to do the best they can do, really bought into the bullshit of feminism and, independent woman, they brought into it, and sincerely, tried to do the best they could do. But, it takes a man to really develop, a son, and that's why, a lot of us, were lacking in particular things in regards to being a man, because men, we know, men has to show other men how to be assertive, okay, assert their authority, be balanced, okay, have, when it comes to running the house, the financial part of running the house, like we were supposed to be taught these things, man, okay, when you go into, okay, working, understanding work, understanding skills, you'll get skills handed down from your father, and a lot of times, a lot of, Jake lacked those things because of the curses, all right, which through feminism, they pretty much enhance, the curses, upon us, because I say that single mother household really deprived a lot of us, the development that we should have got, in becoming men. So when we come into this truth, one thing about it, we have to learn how to move as men, you know, like that's the Lord. He requires that. That's why he said, remember, all right. He said, I'm reading again. Isaiah 46:8, he said, remember this and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. Okay? It says, remember this and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind. And how do we bring it again to mind? By the scriptures. We look at our forefathers and we look at that example, at their example. The same way that Esau enchanted us, okay, with the gangster rap, okay, trap music and the culture, the thug culture and the street culture, okay? The same way that we look to that as a way to be, as an influence, now we look to the scriptures for that influence, man, on how to be. We look at our forefathers in righteousness and how they moved in faith and how they held their houses down, man. Okay? We look at that now. That's our standard now. You know? We look at Yahweh Shai, how he moved. Okay? That's why I say seek ye the old paths, man. Okay, and we do that by reading these accounts, man, and how forefathers moved and how they dealt. You see how forefathers dealt with women. All right, they weren't out here, making decisions based off lust. Okay, we see how our forefathers dealt with other nations amongst the heathen. I know Abraham, you had the account when you had a particular king, tried to pretty much give him a handout. He was like, nah, at least you say you had made Abraham rich. Like, nah, Abraham, like, I go get my own. I go establish my own thing, through faith in my power. We seen how King David, he had that courage, you know. He didn't look at nothing that's too hard, man. Okay? He ain't look at nothing as an obstacle, man. He was with all the smoke because he believed in his power. Okay? And we have to move in that same way in our day-to-day as men. We have to move in full courage, all right, within our power. And this is what we're learning. And see, we're ordering our house based off the government, okay, the wisdom of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. That's how we're governing our house, man. Because see, the Lord has brought us into this truth not only to be able to break down precepts, but also to run a household as men. We have to be capable men. The Lord is dealing with men that are capable, okay? And he's allowing us to run our own government within our household. you know some brothers got more than others. Some brothers got more moving parts than others. Some brothers got more going on. But at the end of the day, whatever our portion is, we are tasked, all right, to govern it in wisdom and have these things well ordered. Okay, you're gonna have, things happen that's out of our control. Okay, but one thing about it, when things do happen that's out of our control, we learn and make the adjustments going forward. So if that happens again, we already got preparations for it, man. You know, like running the government is a continual thing of learning. When you're running the government, like I say, and it begins with us first. Okay, it begins with us governing ourselves first. Matter of fact, let's get that. I'm out here by the water. Put the water on camera. Yep, out here by the water. All right. So yeah, and the ducks, because even the ducks, you look at the ducks, you always see order, how they walk in their line, how they fly in their formation. you know, Somebody got to be the head, facilitating that, man. And the Lord is teaching his men. That big ass bird. Yeah, we out here in nature, man. But yeah, the Lord was setting up his men to be heads of household to okay, facilitate righteousness within their household. Okay. Now, I want to get this precept here. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 9. Because Like we said earlier, the man sets the tone within the house. Okay, how we move as men, we set the tone in the house. You know, so yeah, we do a lot of videos getting on the women. You know, and we say a lot getting on the women because the women just are screaming out of pocket. But you have those sisters that are backing their lot. For salvation. And they're getting it. You know, so when we go in on the sisters, we have to go in 10 times hard on ourselves, man. As men, we have to go 10 times as hard on ourselves as we go on the woman, because we are tasked with more responsibility from Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Okay? And see, when you look at the order of, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, all right, the Israelite man, the Israelite woman, now you can look at that order, and you can look at it on the surface level and just think, okay, that's the rank. Well, the higher you go up in that order, there's more responsibility, there's more required. Okay? And who has the highest responsibility? The Most High. He's responsible for existence. You see? From every planet to the smallest molecule, Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, is responsible for ordering it. Okay? And then you have Yahweh Shai, who has the second greatest responsibility within existence, man. Okay? He's responsible, all right, for everything given over to him by the Father. Okay? And then you have the Israelite man. We, all right, have the third greatest responsibility in existence. You see? You really got to, think of it from their perspective. Okay? And then you have the Israelite woman up under their order. Okay? Well, she, bears the responsibility, okay, of nurturing a nation of kings and priests. You see? So, as we, all right, start to understand, get more understanding in this truth, we should have a mindset as men, is to order in our houses, because eventually we're going to be tasked with ordering a province. Eventually we're going to be tasked with ordering, okay, a hemisphere. Eventually we're going to be tasked with ordering the planet. So we can't, if we're insufficient, okay, in ordering, these things that we're tasked with now, okay, why would Yahweh Shai trust us to be a joint heir with him, man? Okay? And one thing about it, I'm going to read this, 1 Corinthians 9:25. It says, know ye not that they which run in the race run all, but one receiveth the prize, so run that you may obtain. And every man that striveth for mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. So we go here, okay, and we get this word temperate. We get this word temperate in the Greek.
G 1467. Ekratuamai.
Ekratuamai. All right. It says to be self-controlled, continent. It says to exhibit self-government, conduct oneself temporally. All right. To conduct oneself temporally, to exhibit self-government. So it begins with us, man. And like I say, the men set the tone in the house. So how we govern ourselves, the discipline that we show, okay, sets the tone for the discipline of the house. Okay? The dedication we show to Yahweh Bashim Al Shai sets the type of dedication, all right, within the house. Okay? The faith that we display through our decision making, that sets the tone for the faith of the house. Okay? So as men, like I say, when we, like I say, brothers, get on the women, which I know, I know I'm on the front line with shit. And the reason why, really, because now as we mature in this faith, all right, if a brother can put that in, I think that 1 Corinthians 13:11, when I became When I was a child, I thought I was a child, you know. But as we, mature, okay, within this faith, and we start to learn. See, that's one thing about the wisdom is that now we understand the purpose of family. We understand the purpose of having inheritance, the purpose of a woman. Okay, we understand these things now because we had a worldly understanding, of these things, and we really didn't know the full purpose and the use of a woman. So now, as we understand like how valuable the woman is to the nation, how valuable the woman is within the family structure, that's what really you attack, the mindset that makes the woman useless, man. Okay? So we talk about these things often. I personally speak about them a lot because now I see how, feminists devalue the woman, which devalue the family. It was a big interruption to the family structure. So, I speak about these things a lot, but on my end, I know, I have to hold myself accountable, all right, 10 times as much, as the woman, because we're responsible for way more as Israelite men. So we have to be that walking example of everything that we teach. Okay? We don't want to seem, matter of fact, I think it's in that same. Let me read down, and then we'll get them other ones. Read down that same scripture. All right. It says, it's 1 Corinthians 9:26. It says, I therefore so run, not as uncertainty, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air, but I keep under my body and bring it to subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself, all right, be a castaway. So we have to be a walking example of the discipline that we preach about, or the dedication that we preach about, okay, of the wise decision making that we teach about. We have to be an example of these things and see, really, the Lord has put it in us to be what we need to be. The Lord has put it within us as men and women to be what we need to be. And see, we have to do our part as men first before the woman can do her job. Because a woman is made to be an assistant to a man. Okay? But if a man doesn't have anything going on, okay? If a man doesn't have anything going on, what can she be an assistant to? Like, we supposed to be men in motion. Like our forefathers, going back to our forefathers, they was movers and shakers, man. Okay? They was active men. They had things going on. Okay? They had certain things going on, man. And the woman, that's why I say the beautiful thing about a woman, you can pretty much put a woman in a particular environment, the Israelite woman, because just as we as men, are the most potent and most talented men in the earth because we the sons of God. Remember, these are the daughters of Yahweh Shema Shai. So they have special abilities too. Esau just, enchanted the masses of the women, all right, to be on the left hand side. Okay? But when you put a woman, that's fighting to be in order, when you put her in a particular environment and turn her loose, she thrives, man. She can thrive in righteousness, But we have to be on point first, okay? So they can come up under their order, And as men, we have to have, motion. You got to have something going on, all right, that she can be attached to, all right, and help, move forward, So let's get this. This is keepers of sheep. This is Luke 17:21. It said, neither shall they say, lo here or lo there, for behold, the kingdom of the Most High is within you. Yeah, the kingdom is within us. Okay? And what does that mean? All right? The kingdom starts out as an idea. Every kingdom starts out as an idea. Okay? Then it turns, okay, into a community of believers. Then that community of believers now it's turning to a revolution against the current kingdom, and then you have the overthrow. Okay, so the kingdom is within us. Like we have to move as men. We have to move now. All right, as that we have a house that's a part, okay, of the kingdom. You see, when you go into a kingdom, all right, a kingdom consists of a bunch of families, aristocratic families that are making decisions at the top. Okay, like today you have the elite, you have these aristocratic families that are making decisions. Okay, these noble families that are making decisions at the top. Okay, the true government of this world is the elite families of Israel. Well, in the kingdom, okay, in our kingdom, the government is going to be the elite families, okay, of Islaki. In this society, the government is the elite families of Esau, Edom. That's the true government. But in the kingdom, the government is going to be the elite families of Israel. Okay? And as men in this truth, in this ministry, we have to move as if we're already one of those families, man. Making decisions, all right, and moving in their order, man. Having things, established, man. Putting things in order, man. Moving as a house, man. Having a standard for the house. Okay? And I know, every brother in different circumstances, all right, within their house, but hey, with all that lie within us, man, we should be establishing Yahweh Shai in our house more and more. Like that's the standard. Like that's just the standard. Okay? And see, we now, as the brother put, keepers of the sheep. 1 Corinthians 13 and 11 said, when I was a child, I spake as a child, understood as a child, I thought as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. Okay? And see, we're becoming men in this truth. We didn't start becoming men till we came into the truth, man. All right? And as men, one thing about it, men got to get up and go get it. Men got to make things happen, man. You know? But hey, as men, all right, in this society, like going back to the single mother syndrome, a lot of men sit around and just wait to be rescued, man. A lot of men, all right, have this mentality of just talking and no action. That's another thing. Like, man, my mindset now, I'm 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 doing less talking and just letting the results show. You know, the hell with talking about all these grandiose ideas and never putting any action to them. Like, nah, man, just let the results show. We just childish just to sit around and talk about plans. That's what we did as children. Sit around and talked about these ideas and grandiose things that we want to do. And, that's pretty much child talk, man. Now, as men, it's about action. It's about making things happen, man. Because one thing about it, everybody is satisfied with results. Everybody is satisfied with results, man. Okay? Everything we do is about results. What are the results? What are we getting? What's the actual tangible results that we're producing as men? That's what everybody did. That's what everybody, as a man, that's what everybody's looking for. All right, within the man is results. When you go to work, what they're looking for, results. Okay? Your household, the way you move, what are they looking for? You as the head, they're looking at results. Okay? How about Shema Shai? In this ministry, what is he looking for? Results. That's why when Yahweh Shai came back, to those men that he gave the talent to, the only thing Yahweh Shai was concerned about was the results. Okay? What did you gain? What are the results? All right? He didn't want to hear about no excuses. He didn't want to hear about, okay, what happened. All right, 2 weeks ago, nah, he was here. He came back to see what's good with those results, man. All right? So as men, we should be way more action oriented, man. All right? And produce results. Whatever, every day. And it's an everyday grind. And you gotta think, we Israelites, we constantly call ourselves Yasha'Allah Israelites, so we gotta move in the faith and in a way that's beyond anything, all right, of this world. You see, because see, people have confidence in this world because They got certain investors, they got certain, connections, and they network with different people, and they have, this confidence about themselves. Well, how much should our confidence be up when we network with Yahweh Bashim Al Shai? We got a network of brothers, okay? So it's like we should have the most confidence because we know what's backing us, man. And in our day-to-day moves, man. And like I say, it ain't about, you know, uh, being rich, okay? But you want to optimize your finances, man, okay? It ain't about being, built like a NFL linebacker or receiver, but we should want to optimize our health, man. That's another thing. Like it's been, we got to invest in ourselves, you know, because pretty much as men of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, we, hey, we are what they call precious, man. And we have to keep investing in ourselves. Cause one thing about it, I think I'm in day 12 of the detox, and my energy levels are through the roof. you know, my energy levels are through the roof. But guess what? Everybody benefits off that, not just me. You know, the congregation benefit off of it. My house benefit off of it. My business benefit off of it. Everything benefits off that. you know, so investing in ourselves as men, that's part of being well ordered. Because why scripture hold health, is above riches, man. Because good health, you can get up and go get some riches, man. you see, you can, and the main riches is this word, this understanding. So now, you know, I have more awakened hours of the day, okay, to get things done. Now I can study with that clarity because the number one things, within my health is energy and clarity, you know, because with those two, you can achieve so much, with energy and clarity. And that was the number one goal, of course, weight loss, because that goes and plays into the energy. But, uh, but the number one goal of this, okay, was to create that energy and clarity for the ministry first and foremost, and then everything else falls in order, you know. So, we as men, we have to, because let's say we Israelites, and then if we want to be those first fruits, we see 144 everywhere. Well, guess what? That's the elite. That's the elite of Israel. So as those elite, we should have elite diets, man. Okay, and the hell with a diet. I'm not doing diets. I'm doing lifestyle. You know, there's certain things that's just gonna be my lifestyle now. All right, the hell with the diet. you know, but we should have, elite lifestyles, man. Okay, the way we eat. All right, the way we move, the way we study. Being scholarly. Okay, we should be elite in these things, man. You know, just like the Israelite woman. Hey, hey, you sisters, hey, you gotta be elite in the kitchen, man. Elite with whatever that you do. Okay, that's to your husband liking, or if you're a single sister, you know, you should be rehearsing to be elite in these particular areas as a woman, man. All right, y'all the daughters, man. Y'all daughters of the king. okay, yeah, that's high standards put on the man and the woman. But it starts with the man ordering himself, first, and then the woman gets under that order, man. So that's pretty much the point. All right, I just want to bring those things out this morning. Just laying back and off the elder brothers of Hob. All right, the government, okay, of a yeah, he talking about. Yeah, the government of a prudent man is well ordered. So we should be focused as men and putting ourselves in order according to the wisdom of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Okay? So, Lord will, you brothers and you few sisters edified once again, and give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kakwadash, and double honors to the apostle and LGMS who rule well, teach well, being a great example to his younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.